All right, well, greetings, YouTubians. YouTubers, okay. Both cameras running again, just trying things out. Let me see. It probably looks like I'm much bald if I do that. Welcome to another great episode of Tim Time Projects here. So, I'm not going to do too much on the radios, actually nothing on the radios, but what we are going to do is I'll show you in a second. I have a 4-foot fluorescent light here, and I've been hanging these lights I showed you before, those Hello Kitty lights or whatever the heck the name of them is, all throughout, and they were pretty good prices, but the price kept going up and up. So I had a couple of these, and I don't know if the other camera can see them, but let's see if I can show you what I have. I guess I'm going to have to change things around with that one. So you're going to be staring at my mug for a few minutes. How about this one? What's it looking at? Okay, this one's looking at these. I don't know if this can zoom in. Let's see. Come on. Let's zoom you in. Why are you not zooming in? Do you zoom in? Looks like it. There we go. Look at that. Okay. So here, just a standard 4-footer, and basically I'm going to just do the conversion to use regular to use LEDs, and on this particular things I bought, they're the kind you take the ballast out, and this thing weighs a ton, so I'm kind of glad that we're going to do that. So let me take the bulbs out here, and then we'll put this to the side, and I'll show you what I got. One bulb. Here's the other bulb. Let me put these somewhere where they won't break yet. All right. Yeah, so I had a couple of these, and I thought it'd be a shame to throw them away or just junk them. So, oh, you know what? Actually, we'll come back to this because I'm going to show you what I got. You know, the Amazon find of the day or whatever. So these are LED tubes, and let me get a knife or a razor blade there to open that. You know, you always have razor blades till you need them. So they were normally $99, and then they were on sale for $89. And then it was one of those will come in original package, used like new. Let's see what we get here. The thing is there's 20 bulbs in here. What the hell am I going to do with 20? I don't know. Actually, I may know. But I know I have several of these fixtures here that I can definitely upgrade. I know we're not on a ship. Everything's moving like we are, but we're not. The cable just isn't attached to the wall. So anyhow, for basically $85 I got let me get them out of here, I'll show you. 20 LED replacements. So let's see, I don't know if there's a up or a down to this or how they go. I can see there's like a line in the frosting here. I'm not sure what the story is with that. So the thing about these is they can be wired either to have power at this end and this end. I'm trying to get my hand. Let me see if I can. They can either have power on this end and this end, or you can have both power on just that end. The way I've wired all my other ones was it would have power on each end, and I'll continue that with these. That way, in case I forget in my senility, I can just throw them in, and theoretically they should be a suitable replacement. They do come with instructions. There we go. They do come with instructions for single-ended and double-ended. There's something you have to watch when you're doing them a lot of times, is the kind of holder that is at the end that holds the bulbs, and I'll show you that when we get to that. Let's put this back on the ground. So let me adjust this one real quick, this camera. Let's see, is it? I don't know if that'll be too dark or what. I don't think. We have the GoPro there also. I can see that on my phone because that I can't swing the monitor around. So here's this doohickey here. Let's just pop it off and see what goes, because you know, the best laid intentions or plans or whatever, things never go the way I plan them. Every time I think I'll do a quick video on doing something, it ends up being a long video on why I can't do something. Alright. Well, these weren't tight, but it feels like, here we go, and the bolt fell through, which oh, these have a very long bolt that goes straight all the way through to the back. We'll put that up here, out of our way. We'll take this off, like so. Alright, so. Oh, there's the other bolt. That's what I'm looking for. So, on this one, what they have is they have a power cord coming in. And I'm going to leave this power cord here and not hardwire it yet. One, because I don't know where I want it, and three, because I don't know why it's flashing. I guess it always flashes. I can use this as kind of a tester to test some of the other bulbs. You know, you buy 20 bulbs, and if I don't use them for quite a while. Anyhow, this is the ballast, and this is this is going to end up coming out of here. So, of course, I didn't bring my nut drivers up, so I'm hoping this will work. Most of the time these are just slotted, so you just take one side out and you'll be good. One side out, here's the other side. So if you look, it's got like all kind of craziness going up to these fixtures up here. And we're going to kind of be changing some of this around. So I'm going to cut the wires off way down here so I have them. And this is getting thrown out anyhow, so it doesn't matter if I don't need it or not. So that'll come off. And we will do the same thing with this end. Let's see. I'm mainly concerned with the wires going to the up to the other end. Those are called tombstones. The doohickeys, that the holders for the lights, they call them tombstones. Alright, so now I'll just get this out of our way. And what you'll notice is it's got the black and white, the common wires. The green, like, can you see it right here? The green goes to the ground. Just a little bit of redundancy and safety there. In case there's a short circuit somewhere, if it hits that, it'll pop the breaker. Let me get this out of our way. Alrighty then, let's see. So, let's see how these guys are wired. Now for this, it does not much matter because, like I told you, I'm going to wire these so that it's hot on one end. And I don't know if you can see that. It's going to be hot on this end, and it's going to be common on this end, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. So I'm looking at these, and it doesn't matter because I can use both pins, and they can be wired together like that. So if you were going to do it where you were going to make one of the ends hot, or I mean one of the ends would be hot and common, you couldn't use these because see, they're basically jumped together. You'd have to cut those wires. So, and if you look at the other end, and I don't know if you can see it on both cameras, but on this end, this is the end you could do that on. So basically, you just cut those, leave those open, and you can make your connections down here because you get each hot and common, either way. So let's see if we have enough wire now to get down to where we have to go. And so that's there, not quite the middle. Maybe flip this around, and this has no bearing on anything. It's just the wires are shorter on one side than on the other. So let's see if I put this here. This can be my common, and I'm going to rob these wire nuts right here. And I might even have to use this shorter wire. Let me straighten this out a tad. That's a technical term. My computer just made a noise, I think. So I don't know what the story is with this. I definitely wouldn't be, even if I kept this, that would need to be changed. They have it taped in there. And this is basically just going to be a tester. I want to see how these work to begin, for one thing, and then so I can test a bunch of bulbs. Let me just they're very thin walls here, so we can hear everybody upstairs. I guess it'd be thin floors. Ain't no mind to me. All right, so I'll just tie these together. So both of those tombstones are going to be common. And there's one for each light. That side. Okay, and then this side, do we have enough to reach the black one? I'll tie the reds together here. Just I was using my pliers to straighten the wires out a little bit, because they were all curly cued. I only straightened one of them out. I know I'll probably end up having to straighten all three of them out. One red one, and it doesn't matter. I could have tied all these together and brought one wire down. Okay, so there we have it. You can see that this side's the common, and they're both goes to both, and it's jumped over and goes to both. This side over here is the hot, and it comes up 2 wires, goes to both at different times, but either way, both of those are hot, both of those are common. So now, let's see if we can get this to fit. It should fit. They're going to be pretty tight because, but, you know, piece of cake. The other thing you want to make sure is that you're not pinching wires. Do is actually with these wires you can give them a little bit of a twist. They're kind of springy, so they'll stay in there. And twist them and tuck them, and then bring this back over, put it in place, and we'll start our nut and bolt in. Elephants upstairs. What the heck? And we'll put this in, and these sides hold the tombstones in. really just curious to see how these LEDs work. And I want to make sure that they all work before they get too old. I can't send them back. Alright, so here's this wire. Let's look here. No wires are sticking out on the side. No wires are sticking out on the side. In theory, we should be pretty close to ready to give this thing a try with two bulbs. Let's see if those bulbs are as bright as I hope they are, and not blue or something weird like that. We get two bulbs. Just make sure the instructions don't say anything crazy about putting the blue at one particular end, or if you can switch them. Fluorescent plug, blackout wire, blah blah blah. Sure. Replace cover, wire channel, install lead tubes, close diffuser, turn power on. Okay, I don't think they care which way they go in. These are the standard ends on the. Are they T8, T10? I don't remember. All right. There's one end. I want to put it so this little line here is at the top, facing away from stuff. If that was the intention or if it matters. But that's what Timmy's going to do. Okay. Now I just got to plug this in somewhere. Let me find a place to plug this guy in. Alright. Plug that in. And prepare to shield your eyes. We're either going to explode or it'll work or won't. Alright, there it is. Let's see. And I alternated the blue thing on the tube. I guess I don't know why I did. I just did. Figuring it will help give light more all the way. I think it's kind of weird that they put that blue thing all the way up here, but it's probably where the power supply is. So I don't know. Let's. Definitely a light, that's for sure. Yeah, you can see the wire here in the back where they put it through. That doesn't look too healthy. All right, scissors off the ground. Alright, so that's the quick and dirty way to put this together and make them work. You see, all they did was take the ballast out, wire one side hot, one side common. With some bulbs, you have to look when you buy them, because some are meant to be hot only here and nothing here. Some are meant to be hot and common, some are meant to be. So you have to just look. But I just prefer this because I've always wired them like that, so if I need to put these anywhere, I can just throw them right in. Let's just about cover everything with this. Hope you've been working on your Morse code to get ready for the big Morse code weekend. And I think, let's see, do I look like a ghost now because I got all this lighting all around me? Well, we can at least compare the lighting before when there wasn't on the lighting now. It's when there's lighting out, I feel like it's shining right in my face. But all right, well, thanks for watching. I know that kind of was the dirty, ugly way of doing things, but it worked, and now I have a little jig I can test all those lights with and probably get ready, and then I can use this fluoride fixture. I can put it back in service. I'll show you real quick. I have you go to the hardware store and you buy these for 15 or 20 bucks, a lot of them come with bulbs and everything, and the problem with these is, if you look here, where the bulb goes in, what would normally have been a tombstone, it's this whole fitting. You can take it apart, and you can literally take those apart. And inside here, there's a transformer capacitor, so it kind of it makes a like an LC circuit to start the bulb and get it running. You could do the same thing, but it's a lot more work, and it's harder to get this plastic apart. And of course, you know, the wires, you do have the wires, but you have to run them down here. These are almost not worth it to do it, just because it takes so much to get everything apart. Like I said, and then this plastic, it's not really meant to come apart, but you can get it apart. This way, the screwdriver in there's little tangs and everything. But I have some of these laying around. To tell you the truth, I think I'll just stick with these if I have enough of them. I don't know. I'll try again. I did a couple of these at the other house, and like I said, they were a lot of work. And instead of taking, you know, a normal job that takes 15 minutes, for me takes an hour because everything else goes wrong. But these, you'll be there a while, because you got to get this off, and then when you do, you got to get this apart, and you got to cut everything. And I can't remember if I had to run my own wires down here. It wasn't real user friendly. So anyhow, the old school fluorescent tubes are the way to go, or not tubes, but the fluorescent fixtures are the way to go. Take the ballast out, and everything else here is pretty much stays working. I have a couple of them throughout the place here, and I'll continue to upgrade those. Hope you find it useful, and maybe something to do on your Friday night. It's too damn snowy to go outside and do anything at all that snow, and it's too damn cold to even mess with the antenna wires. I can't even find them with all that snow. All right, well, thanks for watching, and you know, like, click, subscribe, and thumbs up, and like, and all that other stuff. Whatever everybody else says to do. See ya.